Today I'm joined in studio by our consulting engineer and industry stalwart, John Bewsey, to discuss his award-winning new process for cleaning acid mine drainage. Welcome, Mr. Bewsey.
Chantal, thank you very much for having me here.
Mr. Bewsey, I'd like to find out from you, can you please briefly explain how the new process for cleaning acid mine drainage works?
Yeah, the new process is, apart from being the name new, it is also a brand new process which uses ion exchange as a medium of removal of the dissolved salts. The important part about it is that we've engineered it so that we can convert the dissolved salts into beneficial fertilizers which are sold on the agricultural market, and the proceeds from that generate enough funds to offset the cost, the complete cost and the amortization of this process, which makes it quite a lot different from all the other work that's been done in the field.
Can you please explain what the new process aims to achieve in terms of cleaning acid mine drainage?
Yeah, well, the process can clean up the water to any desired spec. It is possible to go as far as potable water, but that generally is a bit expensive and not really needed as much as agricultural water is needed. So our objective would be to get the water into a condition which is suitable for agricultural use, which effectively means taking out the worst pollutant, which is sodium. Many of the other dissolved solids are rated as being pretty bad because they're colored and they look awful. But sodium salts are invisible in solution and so don't have a bad effect on the perception of the water. However, that dissolved sodium is a bad pollutant for use in agriculture. So our objective there really is to make sure that one very soluble and bad pollutant can be removed sufficiently so that the mine's drainage, which has to go somewhere and generally will land up in a river, that the pollutant doesn't damage our agricultural soils.
And are there any aspects about this new process that makes it unique?
Yes, the two, the one that I've mentioned being that it can remove sodium. Many of the other processes are concentrated on removing predominantly the sulfate ion, and then of course the nasties like nickel and chromium and those ones which are kind of toxic, but they're rather minor in quantity. They're very easy to remove. Sodium, being soluble under all conditions, is difficult to remove for most of the processes. So that generally lands up going down the river and nobody says anything about it. But being toxic to agriculture, it's very important that we do remove it. So yes, our objective is to remove all pollutants, and preferably to do it at no cost, which should make everybody a lot happier than the rather large figures that have been mooted in the past, primarily because the volumes are so big that even a minor cost per cubic meter ends up as rather a big charge.
And what are the main benefits of using the new process as opposed to using some of the other processes already being used for the treatment of acid mine drainage?
Yeah, I think of course the major benefit is that we can remove all the pollutants very easily using very low power costs. Electricity usage is quite minimal compared to some of the other processes. The energy cost is low generally, It can create a reasonable number of jobs, which on a lot of the processes which are fully automatic only produce kind of high-level jobs, high technical jobs, and nothing for unskilled labor. Whereas in this low-tech skill, we can create quite a few jobs on each plant, and then each mine can have a plant. So we can start to produce maybe even up to 1,000 jobs, which of course in South Africa is rather important. And then, of course, to do it at a profit is a bonus that isn't normally around.
Thank you for your insights, Mr. Bewsey. That was Trailblazer Technologies consulting engineer and industry stalwart John Bewsey.